Hey Taurus, welcome to your weekly forecast for the 28th of March through, the 28th of February through March 6th. We're going to connect here and see what's coming up for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. You might see this video out after the time frame I mentioned. That's fine. You're going to see it whenever it was time for you to hear the messages that are in it. Keep in mind that this is a general reading. Not every single message is going to resonate, but take what does and leave what doesn't. So without further ado, my dear Taurus friends, let's get right on into it and see what's coming up for Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. I feel like we need one more good shuffle. That feels right to me. I do feel like some of you are really excited about the summertime, or you might have like this intuitive feeling that something good or exciting is happening in the summer. And I feel like Spirit wants to like step forward and confirm that for you, like acknowledge that and confirm that for you, that for a lot of you there's something in the works behind the scenes coming down the pipeline, so to speak. So I just want to say intuitively I got that hit for you guys, and I want to pass on that message. Now, looking at the cards, the first card that's coming up here for you guys, wow, talk about confirmation, is the Nine of Cups, wishes coming true. Oh, the next question. Some of you are going to ask, well, what's summer? Because depending on where you live in the world, the seasons can be different, right? Some places, what I consider summer might be winter, depending on where you live in the world. So when I say summer, I mean like June, July, August. Okay, June, July, August. So in the next few months, that time of year, if you're having like a feeling like something good is going to be happening, I want to just say that Spirit is confirming that for those of you who have that in your intuition. The Nine of Cups is wishes coming true, and basically being able to get what you want. So this is good news. Some of you can get some good news this week, or something may go your way this week that you've been hoping for. Now, the Nine of Cups comes in with a very specific message for me in my readings when I'm reading for people. Nine of Cups tells me you're going to get what you want. You're going to manifest what you're trying to manifest. But there's a couple of things you need to keep in mind. For some of you, you're manifesting something having to do with money and like financial abundance or financial security. And so what you need to know is that you need to start right now practicing being able to say no to people. You need to right now start practicing having good boundaries in place, because it's like Spirit is like, you're at this big long table, this big long banquet table, and Spirit knows that there are people sitting beside you at this banquet table, people in your life, that the second that Spirit comes in and lays out that feast for you, even though, bless your heart, you're willing to share and you're very generous and you're like, yeah, when I come up, I'm bringing everybody with me, I'm going to take care of everybody. Even though you have this generous heart and you're wanting to share, there are people at this table that are going to swoop in like locusts the second everything hits the table, and they're going to devour everything, and they're going to leave absolutely positively nothing for you. It's like you're doing all the work, you're bringing in all of the abundance, and they're coming in and they're gobbling it up and they're not leaving you anything. And Spirit doesn't want that to happen. So sometimes we have delays in our blessing because Spirit is saying, look, you got to have better boundaries right now. We need to know that when we give you this blessing, you're going to be able to hold on to it. You're not going to let people guilt you out of handing it over or just coming in and taking it. So being able to tell people no, right? When you have success and people are looking at you like, oh, Taurus has all kinds of money, and they keep hitting you up for money, right? I don't care how much money you have. I don't care if you're Bill Gates. If they pass the law tomorrow saying that Bill Gates has so much money, so by law, he has to give people whatever money they ask for, if you happen to run into him or if you happen to see him somewhere, there's a law that he has to give you whatever you ask for. Eventually, he's going to run out of money. If every single person that sees Bill Gates in a day is saying, hey, let me have $10,000. Hey, let me have 5 million. Hey, can you spare $1 billion? Eventually, he's going to run out. So you need to be able to have boundaries and limits of like, I cannot give you more than this, right? Or I cannot give you anything right now. Or you're asking me for to borrow $500. I can't give you 500, but you know what? Here's 100. Pay me back when you can. You have to be able to have those boundaries. Okay. Another thing, maybe what you're manifesting isn't financial, but maybe you're manifesting like success in your career, or successful self-employment, or you're manifesting your ideal relationship, your ideal romantic partner, or a relocation of some kind, right? Maybe it's not about money, what some of you are manifesting. What you need to know is that there are going to be some salty people when you get your wish. There are going to be some jealous people. There are going to be some people who are coming in and they're being very critical, or they're talking very negative. You have to be ready to where you're like, you know what? If you're not happy for me, that's fine. I'm not going to let it take away my joy. I know that I deserve this. I have the right to live my life the way I want to live my life. You have to have a healthy emotional boundary to where these people's opinions or criticisms aren't going to cause you to give up your manifestation because you feel guilty for receiving it, or people make you feel like you don't deserve it. You have to right now practice on those boundaries so that you can receive the blessing, so that you can receive the manifestation. The next card that's coming up here for Taurus is the Lovers. Some of you may be manifesting love and romance, okay? Now, those of you who watch my channel, you know that I keep love and romance separate. So the love readings for March are linked in the description. You can definitely watch the love readings and the weekly forecasts. I try to focus on everything other than love and romance. But we do have the Lovers here. So some of you could be dealing with a romantic relationship that you might be manifesting, or leaving a relationship and maybe feeling like you're getting an upgrade. And maybe some of you are feeling guilty about that. Like people are going to talk like I'm being selfish, or I'm, going after like a better partner. Well, this is the thing. Lovers card, before the Lovers, okay, when the tarot was first put together, Major Arcana card number 6, which we know as the Lovers today in modern times, was not called the Lovers in the beginning. Some decks called it the Choice. Some decks called it the Decision. Some decks called it the Sacrifice. So the Lovers card is you're having to choose and decide between two things. Do I want A? Do I want B? Where are my priorities? Where are my must-haves? Where are my deal breakers? What do I want? And what is a fair sacrifice to get it? So some of you are manifesting something, but there will be a sacrifice in the process, or there will be something else that you're giving up. And the Lovers card is saying you need to be sure. You need to have your boundaries set that I talked about, and you need to be sure. And when these two things are in place, your manifestation is going to happen. The thing that you're trying to create, the thing that you're going to try to call in is going to happen when these two things are in place. If you are focusing on love and romance, a lot of the times I do see the Lovers card come up when it's saying you need to figure out what love is for you. You got to figure that out right now, because it's going to be different for different people. Someone told me once, Amethyst, I have the most amazing husband in the world. Any woman would be lucky to have him. He is such a wonderful man, but I think I married the wrong guy. He's not the right guy for me. Because I always imagined that, I'm going to be married and we're like going to be inseparable. We're going to be texting each other all day long while we're at work. We're going to be like, we can't wait to rush home to each other. We're going to hold hands and watch TV. We're going to, prepare our meals together. We're going to spend all weekend together. We're going to be like inseparable, because when you love someone, you can't stand to be away from them. That was her idea of love. It's not my place to say, honey, try some independence. It's not my place to say, honey, maybe that's a little bit codependent. It's not my place to tell her what love should or shouldn't be. I'm sure there's 1,000 guys out there who would love to have that kind of relationship with her. So love is not the same for each of us. My ideal relationship might be your worst nightmare. Your worst nightmare might be my idea of a wonderful relationship, right? It's not the same for each of us. So when the lovers comes up, like, you got to figure out, what does that mean to you? You're here saying, universe, give me my soulmate. Universe, give me my relationship. Universe, give me marriage. Universe, give me life partner. What does that mean to you? What does the relationship look like to you in the everyday? How do you know somebody loves you? What are some things your partner needs to do for you to know and to feel loved? What are ways that you want to express your love to your partner that they're going to accept that kind of love? This is something that needs to be defined and you need to figure out right now. Okay? Otherwise, it's like you're walking into a restaurant and you're saying, I'm starving, bring me food. And the waiter's like, we got a lot of food here, my dear. What kind of food would you like? I would like a salad. What does that mean? You want a chef salad, a taco salad, a Caesar salad, a garden salad, a chicken salad, a tuna salad, egg salad, fruit salad, ambrosia salad. What does that mean? There's a billion ways you can make a salad. Some of them don't even have vegetables in them. So you got to get clear on what it is that's going to sustain you, what it is that's going to fill you up, what it is that you need to feel. You need to get clear about this. There could also be an element of Gemini here for some of you. Some of you might be manifesting something having to do with a Gemini. Maybe you're manifesting a Gemini business partner. Maybe you're manifesting a Gemini soulmate or partner. Maybe it's both. Maybe you're manifesting someone that you're going to do business and relationship with. If you have a Gemini placement, there can be really big shifts or changes happening for you in those houses or in those areas of your life. The next card that's coming up here for you, my darlings, is the Knight of Cups. So here's where the struggle is, and here's where the struggle is ending. The Knight of Cups, and again, I know a lot of people are used to watching Tarot for Love and Romance, and we kind of fell into the love and romance category here for a little bit. And so I know in love and romance, our poor, wonderful Knight of Cups gets a bad rap. People see the Knight of Cups as a player, a Don Juan, a fickle person, and that can be the case from time to time. However, let's not typecast our cards. Let's remember that the cards have several layers, several meanings, and context. We got to look at the context. The deeper meaning of the Knight of Cups is going to be the pursuit of the things that make the heart smile. The Knight of Cups is the pursuit of beauty, the pursuit of adventure, the pursuit of the things that bring us joy. And so, Taurus, some of you may be feeling that you have a more adventurous spirit, right? Some of you have a sun sign that is not seen as a very adventurous sun sign, but you may have a Taurus placement, and you might be watching this because you have Taurus moon or Taurus rising, and that Taurus element is going to be bringing you a more adventurous spirit. Not that Taurus is necessarily seen as adventurous, but the way that the Taurus energy is being affected right now, they're longing for adventure. They're longing to maybe break away from the humdrum, and they're wanting to experience beauty. They're wanting to experience adventure. They're wanting to experience romance. And so there's this sense here of going out and finding the things that are bringing you joy when the Knight of Cups comes up. It's taking a chance. It's going after a dream. Knight of Cups is very romantic energy. And I don't mean romance simply in the sense of relationships, okay? If you know anything about art history and painting, there's an era of art that's referred to as romanticism, right? Or the romantic era, or the romantic period of art. And the reason why the art was called romantic, it wasn't necessarily erotic paintings or paintings of people being in love. It was called romantic because when you looked at the painting, it gave you a sense of emotion. The way the light came in, the colors, like the paintings had emotion, they had a mood, right? It wasn't just like, oh, here are people together in the market, right? It would be like, oh, it looks like something ominous is about to happen in the market, right? Like there would be a mood, there would be a tone to it. And so when I say romanticism or romantic, it's like you're in your heart, you're in your feelings, you want to feel things. Some of you maybe are coming into more creativeness, or you may be realizing that you're in the wrong line of work and you're wanting to do something more creative or something that has more heart or more soul to it, right? But it's the pursuit of the adventure and the pursuit that makes you happy, okay? And so it's wanting to explore and to experience life, to taste, touch, feel, experience. And so some of you are coming into this energy here with the Knight of Cups. Those of you who are super duper focused on love right now, you might find that you're going to have a, or I should take that back. Maybe you're not even super duper focused on love. But what I'm about to say really falls in line with the love reading for Taurus for March. Some of you might find that all of a sudden you're getting pursued by a lot of different people. You have a lot of messages coming into your inbox, right? I don't care if you're gay, you might even have straight people hitting you up and hoping that they're gonna, change your mind. Or if you're straight, you might have, gay people hitting you up and hoping they might change your mind. Like, you have people from every gender pursuing you right now, is what I'm trying to say. You're gonna have a lot of attention. You're gonna have a lot of people coming after you. Not coming after you in a dangerous way, but you know what I mean. Knight of Cups can mean that a lot of you are finding yourself really heavily pursued right now. And some of these people might be very persistent. You might even say, thank you, but I'm not interested, right? I'm not looking for a relationship right now. Or I want to stay with my partner. I don't want to, go to a new relationship. Or I don't want a relationship. Or you're not my type. Or I don't think we have enough in common. These people might be hearing this and not even taking this as an answer. They're like, nope, no, Taurus is gonna like me. Nope, I'm gonna show Taurus. I'm gonna win Taurus over. You might have a lot of people that are really pursuing you kind of persistently right now. And a lot of these people you might not see a future with. But the reason why this is happening is the universe is trying to teach you to receive, to be comfortable with receiving attention, to be comfortable with being put up on a pedestal, to be comfortable with receiving compliments. You need to learn to receive. So sometimes we'll have a Knight of Cups period in our life where there's a lot of people pursuing us, even though we're saying, look, I'm not interested in you, because the universe is trying to teach you that you deserve to receive. That doesn't mean you're going to milk the situation and give somebody false hopes. That doesn't mean you're going to say, oh, well, I'm not interested in you, but if you bought me that diamond ring, or if you bought me those new shoes, or man, I sure could use a new car, like, and then they deliver and you don't deliver, that would be wrong, right? That would be wrong. So I don't mean receiving in that sense. I don't mean taking somebody for all that they have and not have any intention of reciprocating. That's not what I mean. But you deserve a compliment, right? Maybe your coworker wants to bring you, coffee and a breakfast sandwich in the morning, and you already told them, look, I only like you as a friend, but they went and they did that anyway. You didn't say, hey, if you bring me coffee and a breakfast sandwich, I might go out with you. You didn't say that. So this is for you to learn to receive, that you deserve to receive. Some of you are having, or you're noticing that happening in your life in the coming week or weeks. Your next card coming up here is the Page of Cups. And the Page of Cups can be a younger water sign person. If you have a water sign placement, say you've got Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer somewhere in your chart, you might be tapping into those feelings. But the fact that we have the Page of Cups is you may be tapping into the lighter side of those feelings, being able to feel playfulness, being able to feel joy, right? Um, Not so much the emotional intensity that might be associated with, say, a Scorpio, right? Scorpio can be associated with really deep emotion, right? But this could be coming up to the surface and experiencing joy, happiness, playfulness, right? Even if you don't have a water sign placement, the Page of Cups can indicate here being in your joy, being in your happiness, and being in playful energy, especially coming up here next to the Knight of Cups. Not taking things too seriously, enjoying the moment. Page of Cups also comes up for me in readings when the heart chakra is opening up. And the heart chakra will open up when we're coming into a time of receiving blessings or we're about to upgrade, right? The heart chakra opens up a little bigger, a little wider to receive something greater than what we currently have. And so you might feel overwhelmed by emotion. You might feel overwhelmed by the changes that are happening in your life. You might be overwhelmed when you have an experience that's making you very happy. You might feel overwhelmed when somebody is being very kind or very generous towards you. This is where we need to be cautious, because when we get overwhelmed, we get tempted to sabotage ourselves, or we get tempted to shut something down. And the Page of Cups is saying, don't shut it down. You can tap the brakes a little bit. You can slow things down, but don't stop. Take breaks. Take a step away from the situation. Try to do something fun. Try to do something playful to break up that intense, overwhelmed, oh my gosh, I can't believe this actually happened for me. I'm so moved by this. I'm so touched by this. I'm so overwhelmed by this. Try to switch it over to some playful energy so that you're not pushing away the blessings that are coming in right now. You may want to check out your moon sign, your rising sign. Sometimes that might resonate more for you than your sun sign. You may need a private reading, which I'm more than happy to do for you. If you go to calendly.com/amethystangellite, you can schedule a private reading with me there. Love readings for March are listed in the description. And don't forget the daily messages that I've been posting. I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. Have a wonderful week ahead, Taurus. Hopefully I'll see you all in the comments and the dailies as well. Bye.